Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raity's Rides, and if you like Mitsubishi Evos, I got this beautiful Evo 10 right behind me. Now, if you don't know much about the Mitsubishi Evolution, it's basically a Mitsubishi Lancer that has been given the full treatment of high performance. You're going to have a 2-liter turbocharged engine and that all-wheel drive. That's what makes it so special, and that's really where Mitsubishi cut its teeth was in the World Rally Championship rounds across the country and across the world, developing that technology for the street. Now, unfortunately, Mitsubishi has had some financial problems, and they've had to cut a lot of the good cars from their lineup, including the Lancer Evolution. Actually, 2015 was the last year of the Evolution, and we will never see it ever again, at least in its current state. Who knows what it'll come back as? A lot of people are saying they're working on SUVs, and I hope that's not all they have because I think there's a lot more to the car enthusiasm and car enthusiast people than just SUVs. But let's check out this Evo 10. This Evo 10, I'm really liking the color. You don't see a lot of these in blue. Usually you're seeing more of that white, wicked white, the silver, or of course the Mitsubishi Rally Red. But I like the blue finish. I like the open grille on these Evo 10s. You could really see clearly the intercooler for the turbocharger down there. This particular Evos, that's going to be a custom piece. Now, they do come stock with a front-mounted intercooler. This one's done by ETS. Larger intercooler is going to increase your airflow. Cooler air is denser air, and that's what's going to give you more horsepower. I do like the addition of this front lip that they added to the bumper. It really gives it a more aggressive look, and of course, that's also going to be functional. Another thing a lot of people don't understand is that these are actually functional. On some cars, they're just there for looks, but these are actually sending cool air to cool the brakes, which we'll get to those in a second. And then to top it off, this particular owner decided to go with a custom carbon fiber hood. Now, on the normal Evo 10 hood, you would have 2 heat extractors and your central duct. But what I like about this carbon fiber hood is that this central duct is actually larger and it's at a different angle. And I really like the metal finish. And that's one of the touches is the metal finish of the grille here and also on the carbon fiber hood. Let's go ahead and check out the side of this car. Now you can immediately see that right off the bat, this car has some custom wheels. I really like these Enki wheels because it gives it that rally look to it. And it really just pops really nicely with this darker blue and the silver here. Another thing I want to point out is this is another functional vent here on the fender. This is something that you're not going to find on your standard Lancer. Another thing when it comes to the difference between a Lancer and a Lancer Evolution or Evo are the fenders. The fenders are actually wider because the car is going to have wider wheels at the front and the rear to your standard Evo. So very nice touch. And you can see there's that classic Brembo, those Brembo calipers, that name in racing. That's going to make sure that every time you come to a stop, you're going to have that great pedal feel. If you go down the side of the car here, I really like how the Lancer Evos have the lower sills down here. Gives it that aggressive look. And then just the way that the car flows into the back, you can see that this particular owner has put the vortex on the roof here. This is another carbon fiber touch that he added, and that's what's great about Evos and Subaru WRXs and STIs is that the owner gets to put a lot of customization into their cars to make it unique. Now, this rear wing, this is actually totally stock. This came this way from Mitsubishi, so this is a nice looking rear spoiler. I know one thing that owners sometimes take this off because when you're sitting behind the wheel of the car, it is right in your line of sight. I think it looks really good and it makes it look like that's something extra special. And then to finish off the back here, I've always liked these rear taillight housings in the Evo series, whether it's one of the older Evo series or the Evo 10. Now remember, this is it, Evo 10, that's it for the generation, but you could see how it has, I really like the lower diffuser, how it's built into the rear bumper here. And you can see that this guy has decided to go full ETS. He's got the ETS intercooler and then this ETS single exhaust outlet here. That's going to give you that extra performance, that extra sound. And a lot of times with turbocharged cars, that's what you're trying to do is you're trying to free up that exhaust gas from the engine, and that's going to help with overall performance. But if you're into these types of cars, leave a comment in the comment section. If you have not been to my website, radiesrides.com, you could send message directly through there. If there's anything in particular you want to see on Raiti's Rides, Leave a comment in that comment section. If you have not hit that subscribe button, I don't know what you're waiting for. Hit the subscribe button. And like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.